Hi guys, happy Saturday. It's about 5 o'clock, I think, on Saturday evening, and I'm going to get my horse Chansey out and put a little MTG on him. And I also got a new mic, so I'm kind of doing this to test out my mic too. So I hope it's working. It's a lot smaller than my last one. This little piece right here is so much smaller, and the piece he wants to come out. Actually, let me just check to see if it's pushed in all the way. Okay. Yay, somebody's here. Can you guys hear me? I got a new mic, so I'm kind of testing it out today. Outside, I tried it inside and it worked. So I wanted to test it out here. So could somebody tell me if it's working? I hope. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to go get Chansey. I'm going to turn this way. And this is kind of a test to see how far my mic will go and still work. So I'm going to get my lead rope. And I'm hoping this is working. I hope it's working. So got my halter and lead rope. I'm going to go get Chansey. And I'll watch this later to see how well it worked. There's a little bit of a breeze. Not too bad though. So I'm curious to see if I get like crackling or anything like that. So, okay, I'm going to go walk and get Chansey. I'm going to bring him back, and then I'm going to do a little bit of tail grooming. So, if the mic is working, this is a good deal. You guys can hear me as I walk over here. If it's not working, then it's not a very good deal. Hey, baby boy. Hey, baby boy. And I might even only do just this little bit and then go back and watch it and see if it worked. Because I'm really curious. Really, really curious. Because I want to do a lot more of this type of video. I did a live riding video the other day with this boy here, and the mic wasn't very good. It was crackly and stuff, and I don't know if it was the mic or the internet connection. Oh no, come on. So I will be really curious to see how this does. That's part of the reason I wanted to go ahead and get a new mic, was because of that. And can you hear me? I wanted to get a new mic because of riding the other day. Come here. Come here. Hearing the crackling and the cutouts. It would cut out and you couldn't hear parts of it. And also I wanted to get the mic that I got because it is like so much smaller and so much more convenient. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Okay. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I'm going to put some show sheen in his tail and comb it out a little bit and put a little MTG in it. So I noticed yesterday, and I think I had just said that in one of my lives. He shocked me. He gets dermatitis or something here, And I was saying it was pretty good. It was staying here, but I noticed it's kind of, was it, maybe it was this side. It was up just a little bit higher. So I wanted to put some MTG on it. That's usually what I put on it. And I wanted to try to get a little MTG on his tailbone too. So what are you guys doing today? Are you guys riding? Has anybody ridden today? I'm going to turn this a little bit more and see if I can come a little closer too. Come a little closer. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I haven't ridden since, I don't know, it's been probably a week maybe. What did I do with my MT? Oh, here it is. Well, whenever I made the last videos, the last live videos, I did baby's tail in one of them. And then I did a riding video with him. So I'm going to spray his tail. I'm almost out of Shoshin. I think I have some other things too. Cowboy Magic. Let's try Cowboy Magic today. Has anybody used this? I think I used it once and ended up liking the Shoshin better. Yeah, our last riding video with him, it was kind of far away too and hard to see, but we were working on his chomping and me picking up on him to get a little more, to get a tighter jog, get him a little more collected and a little more rounded. And I've never done a whole lot of that with him. So he tends to chomp at the bit, and then he'll kind of get behind the bit just a little bit. So I just got this. We're gonna try this. It's a rubber snaffle, 2-piece snaffle. So next time I ride him, I'm anxious to try that. See if that helps him to get on the bit just a little bit more and like feel a little more comfortable with me picking up on him. I don't feel like I have harsh hands. I feel like I have pretty good handover. Good boy. So, oh, do you have an itchy? You got an itchy? Let me see. Hold on. Let me let you go. Hold on. Okay. Get your itchy. Where is it? Oh, right here. Oh, no, I don't need me. Oh, does that feel good? Oh, those are good ease. Oh, good ease. Okay. Is that enough? Come here. Okay. So I hope my mic is working okay. I see there's like 1 or 2 people. It seems like they come in and like leave. I don't know who it is, but I'm hoping that you can hear me and you're not leaving because you can't hear me. Maybe you're leaving just because it's boring. Yeah, so this is a live video. And I should have said this in the beginning. This is a live video. Anybody that misses the live and afterwards, be a live replay. So this is real time grooming my horse's tail. So his is much easier to do than baby's because this has grown out nice this year. And it looks really good. As far as like the fullness. So I don't know if I like the Cowboy Magic as much as the Shoshin. I know some people say Shoshin's not good for their tails, but it really makes it easy to comb their tails out. I think the reason I got the Cowboy Magic is because it's supposed to be a little healthier for their tails, but it doesn't work as well. I have another one too, Santa Fe. That one actually does work pretty good. Not sure that would be in the horse trailer. Should I back the camera up some? His, yeah, I just like usually clump it all together like this and do it. I could not do this with baby's tail because her tail is so thick. I have to do it in pieces. And his is, it hasn't been that long since I've combed his out, so his actually shouldn't be too bad. So once I kind of get the bottom part out, I kind of will do kind of little sections up towards the top. But the bottom part on him is like so much thinner than it is on baby. He doesn't start to get thicker until he's up towards the top. Okay, can you guys hear me? Is my mic working? I know I keep asking that, but nobody's answering me, so I have no idea. I hope it's working. I should have done a little test before I started this live to make sure it was going to work, but it worked yesterday. I tested it in my house and it worked really good. I really liked it. I liked the sound of it better compared to my last mic, but there was one of the tests that it didn't work. I couldn't get it to have a sound, so I don't know what the deal was. The last test that I did though, and then I actually did 2 lives on my fitness channel and it worked really nice. So I'm assuming it's working now. I hope it is. Yeah, his tail is so much easier. I wish he had more of this color. I don't know if you guys can see this color. It's like a flaxen color. So pretty. But yeah, they haven't had their tails washed since probably September or so. So I know his tailbone has gotten some dry patches, dandruff. I did not do anything with their tails throughout the winter this year. Not really much of anything with them. So, and for him, I think I've already put some MTG on this tailbone because I think down here a couple times on him. So that seems to really, I'm going to turn this down. The MTG seems to really help his, whatever he gets on his hocks down there. Right here. But yeah, I felt a little bit like up here. So I thought, well, and it's weird because it goes like on his vein. But it hasn't gotten up here, so I'm gonna try to get ahead of the game. And the MTG is what seems like I've found that kind of like helps it to keep it under control. There's some other stuff too that I've used on him. It's called New Stock, and it's more of a don't show your butt. It's more of a MTG is like a liquid, and the New Stock is a cream, kind of like a really thick cream. You can add baby oil to it to like make it a little less thick, but that's similar to MTG, and I think it's because of the sulfur maybe, and I think it might even actually have more sulfur in it. But the lady at the feed store had told me when he had gotten scratches that a lot of people use the New Stock because it goes on their legs and it stays on better than the MTG because the MTG is liquid. So and I have used that too before, and that works pretty good. So I'm going to back up the camera so you can see his tail. Yeah, my rose oil. Somebody broke my container, so I have to put it in another one. I wonder if I can still use it. Let me see. If I turn it, hold it, see if it still works. Oh, there we go. Whoops. It's kind of squirting out. Too streamy. Scoot over. Scoot over. Whoa. Good boy. But yeah, that makes it look nicer, huh? I probably should have put that on first, but I didn't think that it was going to spray out. What did they say? 2020 is hindsight. If I would have known it was going to work. Pretty decent anyway. There. Okay. I'm going to scoot back so you can see his whole tail. His tail is looking really nice. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah. And how about his butt? He has such a nice butt. Such a nice big butt. Okay, and now I'm going to put a little bit of MTG on him. Yeah, let me see. Forgot to bring my washcloths out here, so I'm going to try to use a paper towel. Oh, hi. What do I eat? Is my mic working? I I need somebody to tell me if my mic's working. Well, actually, I should see if somebody commented. Okay, so we're gonna just rub this down here. I'm gonna put some up a little bit higher. I like to kind of try to rub it in a little bit. And step over. Good boy. And the MTG, you want to make sure you shake it often because it settles really fast to the bottom. And I think it's probably the sulfur that settles in the bottom. So you want to make sure you shake it about every time that you squirt it out. And like his stuff right here, this is like itchy for him. He gets itchy, and what he does is he gets on the side of his house and puts his this part like on the, can you see this here? On the edge, and he tries to like scratch it, and then he'll end up sometimes getting like this up here, or get some of his hair caught in it. So I finally figured that out. It took me a while. So he seems like he does pretty good if I kind of keep this on him. He doesn't like try to itch this as much. So then it helps his tail to stay pretty. Okay. So I'm going to put some on his tail too, because I've noticed too when his tail starts to get more dandruffy, he rubs it too because it gets drier, especially during the winter time, and then that makes him want to itch too. And I've already done his hocks a couple times since it's started to warm up a little bit, and I think I've done his tail at least once, but I usually kind of start at the top and I just try to split it down the middle. After I get it on, I'll kind of go back and like massage it a little bit. But I'm going to scoot you guys closer. Do you guys want to be closer? I'm going to aim this up and scoot closer. Like so. Okay. And I'll scoot it down. Okay. So step over. He wants to like see you guys on the camera too. I think that's why he keeps turning. Okay. So that's pretty close, huh? So yeah, I kind of like to, so now see, it's like, I don't know if you can tell, it settles at the bottom. So then you're not getting the good stuff. So you got to make sure you keep shaking it up. So can you still see? Oh, maybe I'll stand on this side. Okay. So yeah, I just like separate the hair so I can get kind of close to the tail, or get it on the, you just go all the way down his tailbone. Took me a while to get used to the smell of this because, yeah, that's the sulfur, I guess, that makes it kind of stinky. And especially, yeah, like down towards the bottom, I try to get around it. So this is like the end of his tail. End of his tail right here. Yeah, so I kind of get there, and then I try to kind of get like off to the side a bit too. The hairs so you can get right to the skin and not just put it on the hair. And if you've never used it too, and it says it on here, you want to make sure you test, make sure they're not allergic or, you know, have a reaction to it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to massage it in a little bit. I don't know if you've ever done this, but I know like when he needs it down here, because if I squeeze it like right there, see how he moves it? So, see? He moves it. I don't know if you can see that on video. But yeah, it's not so much up here. It's like down at the bottom, so I usually try to put just a little more, because I think he really does that because it's like, I think, itchy. See how like he's doing that, not me. So yeah, we're supposed to be well, Monday I think is our, it's pretty nice today, pretty warm today, but Monday is supposed to be even warmer, and then next week is supposed to be really warm. So hoping that next week I can wash their tails. So, how long have we been here? 27 minutes. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get my comb brush. Step over. Well, and then yeah, I just like to kind of brush through. Yeah, you see some dandruff there. It looks really good for his tail when I wash his, is the Lucky Braids shampoo. Lucky Braids. This is like so good. And it's good for this too, like when I wash him, when I wash his tail and wash his hocks. Yeah, it takes the dandruff right away, all away, I should say. Takes away the dandruff and it makes his tail look so silky and fluffy. It makes it look a lot fuller than any of the other shampoos, you know, because his tail isn't near as thick as baby's tail. But when I get done with it, with the Lucky Braids, oh my gosh, it looks so nice. And I think this year, tail is looking even better because this part has grown out some more. If you go back, I have some videos that it's under the, I think, the tail grooming videos. And there's one a couple years ago that he had all this, like, it was like rubbed, like that skinny. He had it like really rubbed. So, oh no, I just spilled my rose oil. Scoot over. I don't know why he keeps scooting over that way. Oh, you have to go poop? He might have to go poop. I'll block the camera in case he does. Do you have to go poop? Yeah, usually when he goes poop, he does scoot over that way actually. So it's, you know, so he doesn't step in it. So yeah, I think one thing that's like helped him, he didn't get scratches last year at all. He had the 2 years before, and when he had gotten them the 2 years before, that was the first time since I've had him that he ever got them. I didn't even really know what it was. And boy, that is something that can get really bad if you don't know what to do about it. And I tried different things, and definitely last, I don't know exactly when I started, probably last summer sometime, I had read an article that too much alfalfa could cause scratches. And I did post that on Life with Horses group. And I'll have to read it again because it's been a while since I read it. But what stuck in my mind was the alfalfa. And that's pretty much all he was getting. I think it was just like too much for his system. Just too much protein, or too rich. And I think that was maybe what was causing his scratches. And also, I also started paying attention to when I did wash him to make sure I didn't put him away until his white back legs. He has two white back legs. And if they're dry when you or wet when you put them away, that can cause irritation. So every time I washed his tail, I washed his hocks and his legs to just make sure that it was like clean all the time. And I made sure that I tried to dry his legs, and then he stood here until they were dry, because we're all sand out here. And yeah, so those are the things that I changed, was making sure his legs were dry before I put him away. Cut way back on his alfalfa, so he gets grass, orchard hay in the morning, and then he gets alfalfa at night. And yeah, that. And then another thing I did was I cut out all their supplements, because I didn't know if something that I was giving him was causing it too. And yeah, he didn't scratches last year. Usually like October-ish that he'll get, like the 2 years before, it was around October-ish. Tried different things. The new stock is what seemed like kind of helped the best. And then after getting it under control, step over. Then, like I said, the MTG down here really helps with that. So yeah, okay. Let me just clean underneath real quick too. And on the sides. Just in case it's like itchy, that'll scratch it and make it good. Next week, I think it's supposed to be in the 90s. So that'll be really nice. Okay. So that's it for our tail grooming for today. I'm going to go ahead and end this video and see how my mic worked. I hope it's working, because this would be a boring 30-minute video with no sound. There's probably boring enough with sound. Okay, well, that's it. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I might be back on in a little bit and do like a live lunging video after I make sure my mic is working though. So hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.